Hi, so if you're new here, my name's Aston. I'm the owner and creator of Home Jewels Co., where I produce soy candles and wax melts with long-lasting scents designed to not only keep your house fresh, but really to create a sense of inspiration, relaxation, and joy. Now, in today's video, it's all about wax melts, specifically our coffee-scented wax melts in a wholesale order we received by the End of the World Reading Club. So stay tuned. So I actually received this order via Faire Wholesale. So if you're not familiar with Faire, it's an online marketplace for businesses and retailers to help them source wholesale orders from small businesses like Home Jewels Co. Now, this particular order was placed by a company called the End of the World Reading Club, who effectively provide a book subscription, but with a little twist. So they specifically focus on like post-apocalyptic stories, and all of their readers, or all of their subscribers receive a cool book of the month, but they also tailor each story and they provide, I think, like 4 or 5 books to go along with the story itself. And the readers are meant to effectively open each gift at different stages within the story to really help immerse them within the book itself. So of course, for me, or Home Jewels Co., they've opted to order 150 coffee-scented wax melts. Now, I'd love to know what they're reading because I'm a massive reader, and just kind of understanding how coffee kind of wormed its way into that story. So I will be keeping an eye on their social media for a little bit more info. But of course, in our world, coffee is the star of the show. So let's get into it. One thing that I love about our wax melts is that they're all completely plastic free, and you'll see the process as we go through this video as to how I create them and actually how I go about packaging them as well. But it was really important for me to create a product that didn't create unnecessary packaging waste. So that's why I've always kind of veered away. I say always. When Home Jewels Co. initially started, I did have the kind of atypical clamshell packaging, and as the years progressed and I could find a better way of doing things, I've moved away from that and gone to a completely plastic-free model when it came specifically to our wax melts. So these you'll find are actually wrapped in a wax paper and then with a craft paper as well, all of which can be recycled. And this scent in particular, as a coffee lover, connoisseur, some might say, is actually really reminiscent of a really sweet, nutty aroma. So if that's your bag, this fragrance is definitely the one for you. And you can pick it up on our website, homejewelsco.com, for just £5 each. Alternatively, we do also produce mini melts, so mini wax melt samples, which are just £1.50. But let's get into actually making these wax melts. So the first thing I do before I even get started is making sure my wax melt molds are actually clean. Now, you'll notice I actually only have 8, and the order itself calls for 150. So I can actually only pour a little bit a day to get this sorted out. But fortunately, this order came in first thing Monday morning. So I knew I had plenty of time to pour a little bit each day. And with the 8, you can see each cavity holds 6 wax melt molds. So that allowed me to pour 48 at a time. And the great thing about having this spaced out meant I could actually pour, wrap. So by the time the weekend came along, I could put my feet up and rest. So now we've actually got the wax poured. And it's so annoying how quickly this video makes the wax melting process look, but it took forever. Excuse the shaking in the background. That is my dog Storm. So the actual time it took to melt this wax took around 2 hours. And I don't know why I decided to start so late in the evening. But whilst that was melting, I decided to go back to my wax melt trays and made sure everything was dry. I didn't want any water in there. And I also wanted to make sure that there was no leftover wax. So you can see I'm just using my hand warmer or my heat gun just to go over and kind of melt the wax that you can see there and go back over and clean it up. And I didn't show it in the video, but I also kind of then went over it with a little bit of alcohol just to wipe it down and make sure everything was clean. And then we get to the fun part, which is pouring. So a lot of this I did off camera, but you can watch as we go. And that's a wrap. See what I did there? I know, I'm hilarious. But thank you for watching this video and sticking around if you stayed this long. And if you haven't done so already, don't forget to like and follow this video so you can stay up to date with more Home Jewels Co. behind the scenes, making, and just get some cool tips and tricks as you go along the way. Now, if you are interested in ordering this scent or any of our other wax melts, again, head over to homejewelsco.com and you'll find the link in the comments below. And if you're a retailer interested in shopping with us wholesale, I've also popped a link in for our Faire webpage as well, so you can get more information and updates on any special offers as we go along as well. So thanks for sticking around, guys, and I hope to see you next time.